Okay. We're going live. We're doing it live. Do you know I'm imitating? We're doing it live. It's oh god, I can't remember his name now. O'Reilly, when he was on like Inside Edition, he was like freaking out at the crew. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. I need more cocaine. Okay, so all right, here we go. Today on the Campfire Conversationalist podcast, we are doing a free-for-all. No, not free-for-all. Well, kind of. Freestyle. We're doing a freestyle. No topic in mind, no agenda other than trying to keep it interesting and fun. So we don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I did have a question I was going to ask John before we started, and I thought I would just wait till now. So my question to you is, do you think it's interesting how Gil Bates, remember we talked about Gil Bates a few episodes ago?
Yeah.
Do you think it's interesting how like his whole like business model was like well, I wouldn't say his whole business model. Part of his business model was antivirus. And like now he's all like antivirus.
Wait. You got to rephrase that. His whole
like
business
before
model
it was like in the computer world, and now it's in the physical world.
Yeah, I was gonna say from digital to
reality.
Biology.
That's all I wanted to say about that. I don't even care if you answer,
but overnight he turned from like a genius of the internet world to biologist without ever going to school.
Yeah,
he never went to school for it.
Dude, it is hilarious because not only is he not a doctor of medicine in any way that I'm aware of, but like there's interviews where he'll have like books, in the background or in the foreground, and no joke, one of them is How to Lie with Statistics.
Dude,
I'm not making that up either. You can go look at that.
He's like, you know what? If you got like how much money does he have? Like 100 billion?
No,
100 billion?
Yeah, probably 100 billion. I have no idea.
Maybe plus or minus, okay? Plus or minus 100 billion, whatever he has. A stupid, ridiculous amount of money. Gil Bates is basically like, as long as you have this much money, you don't have to go to med school. You can just like go out and do a TED Talks and be the smartest person in every single field.
And in the TED Talks, you can be like, we got to get rid of humans because that's a problem. That's a paraphrase, by the way. He didn't say that verbatim.
He's like, astrophysics?
It was more like, how do we get this number down to zero? The number he was referring to as people.
He's like astrophysics. I got this. He's like baseball. I've got this. Economics. I got this. He's the politics. I'm your man. He's like the MVP of all players right there.
And like because of how he talks like a little Nancy, everyone just listens to him.
He's like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, dude, I brought up Bo Jackson at work the other day. Bo knows.
Bo knows.
A lot of you, if you were born in like, I don't know, 2000s or after, you probably don't know who Bo Jackson is. But when I was teenager-ish, like, dude, he was the man because he played baseball and football. Don't ask me what teams. I couldn't tell you.
Probably
it was like
basketball as well.
2 California teams.
Yeah.
Maybe. But he was like sponsored by Nike, and his whatever tagline was like Bo knows.
Yeah.
So Bo knows Bo knows baseball, Bo knows football. And like I said, I couldn't tell you what teams he plays for, but I'm not a sports guy, so I don't care anyways. I just remember when I was younger, he was like a big, really, really influential in like the sports stuff.
So Gil Bates is Bo Jackson.
He's the Bo Jackson of science. Gil knows. And with that, we'll move on to a different topic because I don't want to talk about Gil Bates anymore.
Dude, he's got to be a lizard.
He probably is, and I don't even know if I believe in lizard people, but if I did, he's definitely one of them. If there's anybody in this world that's a lizard person, it's definitely Gil Bates. Well, there's probably a few more. I'm sure Queen Elizabeth, who just turned 795 this week, is a lizard person too. Dude, until Betty White died, I was convinced she was a vampire because she looks the same for like the last 40 years.
Oh yeah,
dude. I don't. If she, I mean, they say she's dead. I can't prove that she is or
isn't. Someone apparently opened the curtains preemptively.
Really? Dude, I walked into that tag hook, line, and sinker, man.
And just struggled to keep a straight face.
I know. She always played the innocent pervert. She was like, that was her thing, like the innocent pervert.
What was that? What was that one vampire? Oh, do you remember the one where Korn did the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one? The Queen of the Damned.
Yeah. Yep. That was actually a good soundtrack. It wasn't Korn. It was members of Korn because Korn,
they weren't together.
Contractually weren't allowed to. It was like Jonathan Davis and whatever other band members.
Yeah.
Like contractually they weren't allowed to do it as Korn. So like basically it was Korn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I'll have to rewatch that because isn't Jonathan Davis in that movie for like a hot second?
That I don't know.
There is a movie.
I know he was on that episode of Monk.
Yeah, well, the whole band was.
Yeah, the whole band was on the stagecoach in the middle of the desert or something like that.
Yeah, stuck in LA traffic or something.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He's trying to
I haven't
solve
watched
the
that
crime
show in years, and I remember that.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah,
I love that show. Monk was so good at like figuring out mysteries, and I would just sit there and be like, "Oh, who did it?" You know, the entire time. Usually, I could figure it out by like 3/4. Sometimes they give it away. Sometimes the plucky guy that comes in is like, "Oh, I'll help you guys." I like pick him out like easy, and I'm like, he's the killer. There's no reason for him to pop in.
Really? You know? I'll have to rewatch the show. It's been so long since I've watched it. I don't really remember full episodes. I just remember like random parts.
Well, a lot of shows do that. Like a lot of like crime shows, they'll throw like some plucky guy out of nowhere, and he's like a Deputy Doolittle. Like, oh, I'll help you guys.
Dude, the weirdest one ever was in Dexter. I can't remember what season, but you've seen the whole series minus the new one or whatever?
The
whole first. Okay, so you remember when like the IT guy came in? I can't remember his name in the show, but he was like banging. Oh God,
the IT guy?
He was like an IT guy, and he had he was working as an intern at the Miami police station, and he was banging what's his name's sister.
I don't remember that. No, I don't remember that.
He came in like the middle of the season. It wasn't like at the beginning, and it like wasn't at the end. And like weirdly enough, like they played it out pretty good because usually writers don't do this, but they pulled him in the middle of the season, and I don't think they fully got into his character until the next season.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. But it was. I mean, I can't remember. I'm not good with names right now. But dude, what's the Hispanic dude? The big guy with the goatee.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
about. Yeah, he was banging his sister. You remember his sister?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember her name either, but
okay.
Whatever. Anyways, but yeah, no, it was pretty clever how they did it because he kind of came in just out of nowhere in the middle of like, I don't know, season 4 or 5, and then like it wasn't until the next season that they kind of like figured out who he was. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. What was that? What I was going to bring up? I don't know. I was gonna go somewhere with that, and I don't know where, other than just that. I had another thought too.
That's
Besides that.
life. That's
Yeah,
life
it's
right
life.
there.
So, what's been going on in John and Matt's life lately?
That's difficult.
I
Work.
started a new job.
Yeah,
I
you
work at
got
a cheese
work.
place. Well, I'm in Wisconsin, so no surprise there.
Do they give you like? Do you have a badge with like a cheese hat on it or something, or does
No,
anybody?
I do have a badge to get in the building because it's got the the electronic door thing.
Okay. Does it have a turnstile like at GM?
What do you mean?
Like at GM, like I got a badge in, but it's like 20 feet away from the door, and I got to go through this like rotating barred
Oh no,
turnstile.
no, nothing like
And
that.
then every now and then they have like a security officer, and he'll like want to go through like my first responder bag and my book bag, and I'm like, clearly I'm
Dude,
trusted in this place
you
to
need to
be a
have
first
like
responder.
one of these days. You got to have like Roman candles strapped up like dynamite just for fun.
Well, dude, I was going in with this other guy, Earl, and he checked my bag first. And while I'm zipping up, Earl dropped his bag, and I was like, "You don't want to check Earl's bag." I was like, and he looks at me. He was like, "Why?" I was like, "Earl carries some very dangerous things."
Just dangerous things.
And Earl's looking at him like, and he's looking at me like, "Dude, what are you saying?" I was like, "Go through his stuff, but be very delicate."
Nice. Did he go through it?
Yeah, he went through it, but the
Oh
whole time
man.
he's just eyeballing me like, "What do I need to be looking for?"
Earl's like, shut up, man. Shut
I
up.
know, I know. I'm like, "Earl carries drugs in there. He's got syringes."
Sorry. Is he diabetic?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Yeah, if he went through and he found him, like, "Oh my
You
gosh."
got these needles full, bro.
Yeah.
No, so
I
mine,
did
you
think
just
about
like,
bringing Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, mine just put the badge in front of the thingy and then it goes ding, and then you open the door. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing
Are you
else.
allowed to go out on break or anything, or do you have to stay in the place?
No, I don't think we have to. I don't usually go out on break, but my department, nicely enough, we all park right by where we enter,
Yeah.
but everybody else in the other building has to park in front of the building, and there's like a lot of people up there and like not a lot of parking. So I
Mhm.
don't really have a problem finding a parking close to the door. So I don't really go out on break, but I can if I want, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's pretty laid back and chill. I mean, we're in Wisconsin, so
How is
it's
the
like
management? Are they, like, following you around, like, nitpicking every little thing,
no,
or
actually, I got a 60-day review the other day, and it was like better than my first 30-day review. They were like, they have like 4 grades. Like, I don't remember all the letters, but like fair is like second to bottom. I don't remember if it's bad or poor, maybe poor. I don't remember. It's
or
like the worst. I don't remember. But like last time I got all fair or good,
Okay,
and this time I got all good and very good. I don't think I got any fair or poor in this
that's
one. I didn't
awesome.
get any poor in the last one either, but I got all fair or good.
That's good.
Yeah.
But they're not, like, on you,
No. There
like,
it's pretty
explain to me
chill.
what you do then.
So,
You're not cutting cheese.
no, no. Okay, so my company, what we do is like various other companies sends us their cheese to be cut in the way that they want it. So it could be sliced, it could be shredded, whatever they need. And then we package it, palletize it, and then ship it to wherever they need it to be sent. So we do a
Okay,
lot of Walmart stuff and a lot of craft stuff. That's probably our 2 biggest clients. We have a lot of other stuff too, like Tillamook, and we have a lot of other smaller brands that we do as well. But craft and Walmart is like the majority of our what we package.
okay.
So Walmart or Kraft will send us their cheese in like I think it's 640-pound blocks. It literally comes in like this big giant wooden pallet in one block. And then that gets sliced into like 40-pound blocks so they can get, put down a line. And then it just goes to whatever designated line it needs to go to, whether it's shredded or whatever the case is. And then it gets packaged boxed, palletized. And what I do is once it's all that's been done, that's the production side. I'm in the warehouse, and it's a cold warehouse, so it's 34 degrees, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. So it's always cold in there, but not. I mean, it's cold, but it's not like the worst thing you've ever been in.
Yeah.
So if you're not American, that's like 1 degree Celsius, maybe, or maybe like a half a degree Celsius, because like 32 is 0. So I don't know what 34 is. Maybe like a half a degree or 1 degree. I don't know.
So it's like those ice boxes in Vegas that they wanted us to go in and pay for.
How much
right?
weren't those colder? Because that was freezing. This isn't quite freezing. This is above freezing.
Oh, maybe those were 26 degrees.
Yeah, those. No, it was something Celsius, wasn't it? Oh no, what was the name of the
No,
place?
it wasn't
Name of
that
the place?
cold. No, because remember we looked at each other
And
and
we
we're
were like,
like,
oh yeah, that's not that cold.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but it
mean,
was below freezing.
it was below freezing, but it was bearable.
Right? Yeah, yeah. I
And
don't
without
remember what it
wind,
was
I mean, it
exactly.
would have been like a summer breeze.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So then, what my department does is once everything's been like palletized and everything, they send it down a conveyor to our building. It's kind of a separate building, but not. It's kind of hard to explain, but they basically added on to the place like 20 times because the business has grown over the decades. So our building is like kind of a separate building, but they actually have a conveyor that ships the stuff from the production building to our building. And then someone takes it off of the conveyor and puts it into a rack. And then what I'm doing right now is I'm actually picking. I don't know if anybody knows what picking is, but basically, once it's been taken off of the conveyor and put away for now, when I pick, what I do is I'm getting it ready for shipping. So
Okay.
I'm taking it from where it's been put away and I'm picking it and I'm putting it into another rack where everything for one order. So there may be like, 30, 40, 60 pallets going onto a truck. So I take all those pallets from all over the warehouse and I put them into one rack area.
Okay.
So that when they get ready to stage it to be, put right onto a truck bed or, inside of a truck, they can just take everything off all at once and then take it right to the, truck to load up the truck to get shipped.
Okay.
So there's I have done the conveyor too. That's what I started out doing, was taking stuff off the conveyor and putting it away. And now they have me picking and putting everything, get it ready for shipping.
Dude, so you and I do the exact same job. Just yours with cheese and mine is with auto parts.
Yeah. And the funny thing is,
it's hilarious.
They were joking to me about you need to get Matt. They were like, you need to get Matt loading up the truck. So I'm like, yeah, I don't mind doing that. I'm like, if we do that, then it'll be like first full circle for me because I used to drive trucks, and I'd be waiting for people to load me up. Now I could be the dude loading people up, full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you have to scan it into a system to know what's going where, or?
Yeah, we have like a monitor on our forklift and a scanner gun.
Okay.
And then there's like a, what do you call it? Like a UPC or whatever on our paperwork. We scan that and then scan the building that it's in, because we have 2 buildings. We have like a total of 40 racks. So like 1 through 29 is in the first building, and then 31 through 40 is in the second building. So we scan the paperwork, scan the building number that we're picking it to, and then it comes up on our monitor, which is basically like an iPad or whatever. It looks like it's got Windows on it, so I don't think it's actually an iPad, but whatever the equivalent to iPad is for Windows.
Okay.
And then it'll just say like where I don't know what pallet numbers there is. You click on it, and then it'll tell you where they're in the building, and then how many to pick, and then you just take them over to wherever you're putting them to be staged, and then you scan it again, and you have to scan it into the new rack so it shows that it's where it's supposed to be.
Wow. Dude, we do like the exact same thing.
That's
yeah. Yeah, almost verbatim, because I see my paperwork looks like it's all these different tags. I have to go out and I have to pull the parts. Like you said, put them on a separate rack, tag them up, ensure that they're all the same. I have to verify where they're going. I have to verify what lane they go. So ours is divided in different lanes. One lane could be going to, across the world, but they all get routed through one hub. And I have to make sure that they all go through that, the right area. But essentially, you and I are doing the exact same thing. Mine are just like probably a little heavier. Like one hood is, for me, can be like 100 pounds. Did you lose your mic? You drop your mic. Yeah, I can't hear you. There's no sound. Hold on. Your mic is muted. It's showing
Okay.
you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I bumped something with my drink, and then for whatever reason, it like disconnected my mic, and then I could hear you through the TV, not through my headphones. I was like, what's
I
going
seen
on?
it like right here next to your name. Like it showed a little
Yeah.
like disconnect or muted thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I barely touched the cable that my interface is connected to my computer. Anyways, so
That's
yeah,
so
no,
funny to me, dude, that we're
it's
doing
funny
the
that we
same
do the
thing.
same thing. I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
We're driving
both,
the same trucks.
logistically minded.
Well, you're driving a Crown, a rotating Crown, probably a Reach. I would imagine, so it reaches out, right? You're muted again. You're muted again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's not coming through my headphones. Give me a second.
All right.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. It says it's going through that. Okay. Let me just change it on my computer. No, it says it's going through that. Inputs. Okay. Outputs. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Why is it coming through? That's weird.
Did you change your output?
No. It still says it's going through my interface, but
right?
What?
You didn't get liquid in your interface, right?
No, I only just like bumped it like this. Like it just went bump. It's playing through my TV, but it says it's not. I don't know what's going on.
You disconnect and reconnect.
We could try. You want to try?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to fix it for you.
I don't know either.
We can try whatever.
All right, well, we're 23 minutes in, so I'll end this broadcast and I'll name the next one number 42.1. Well, 0.2, I guess.
I'll just keep mine rolling until you come back in, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right.